भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Yogi Ram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar Yogi 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 Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar Jaya Guru Raya. Bhagavan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar Arpanavastu. On this highly auspicious day for the whole world, because the whole world has come to use this English calendar, the beginning of which is today. We have all been able to gather here in this powerful shrine to sing His powerful name. And we all know, or if you do not know, you know now, it is no small grace. In celebration of this, we have offered the Nama lotuses at His lotus feet, and the whole evening yesterday, starting from 9 o'clock till 12, when we greeted the New Year with this powerful mantra, Yogi Ramsuratkumar. It was extraordinary, vibrant presence that blessed everybody who gathered here. And the blessings also were carried to people who were not able to be here. And again today, this is one more chance to be able to sing in His powerful presence. And we have offered the Nama lotuses. And we should also remember to carry on our duties, all our actions, as instrument in His hands, and offer them as seva lotuses. Now today, being the 1st of January, something related to it, way back in the late 70s and early 90s. Let's recall the scenes, those divine leelas of Bhagavan that took place, carrying a very powerful message to all of us. Because Bhagavan would not indulge in such things unless it meant something not only for the individual but for the whole cosmos. Now it was 1/179, and whatever happened was reported by Agaram Jayarama, out of which we will recall only one particular quote of Bhagavan. Bhagavan says, all of you are lucky to be here today, the 1st of January. Anybody who spends even a fraction of a second with this beggar will be benefited. Every moment of this beggar is molded by Supreme Father. If anyone recollects to memory any movement of this beggar which is interesting to him, it is enough and more. It is nectar, amritam, ambrosia, which he cannot get by rigorous tapas of 1,000 years in the dense forests. I tell you the truth, my friends. So this was the divine declaration of Bhagavan on 1/179. So on this auspicious day, let's recall this statement of Bhagavan. So every one of us who could be present in the powerful shrine of Bhagavan, please remember the benefit, the spiritual benefit, the spiritual merit that we get today is more than this rigorous tapas of 1,000 years in dense forests. What a gift of grace for this day. And what have we done to deserve it except that we sang for 3 hours his Nama? But then the Nama mantra, the very definition of mantra is that which protects the chanter. Mantra. So this is one incident. And then let's go to, again, 1980, the next year. This was reported by Shri Jaganath Janardanan of Bangalore in his book Unmayudan Muruvad, A Life with the Truth. He says it was 31st December 1980. The whole day from morning, Swami was behaving differently. He collected every mala that came to him, even wrapped in paper. He kept it with a paper wrap. He did not wear any one of them, but he collected them. And then on that day, as the dusk approached, they all gathered in the chariot mandap. And towards the midnight, about 11:30, now just a little before, Bhagavan had all those malas brought to the chariot mandap. Even the old ones, even if they were withered, were there. And then at 11:30, he asked his attendant, Shivananainda Perumal, to go get some 30 candles. And then those candles were placed all around him, those 30 of them. And then Bhagavan, towards midnight, he started to wear all those malas one after the other. You can imagine Bhagavan with 30 malas. It must have come up to the scalp. And then he asked all those people, there were 30 people, so 30 candles and 30 malas. And then he asked them to light those lamps, those candles. At 12 o'clock, he carried this bundle of peacock feathers, and then the coconut shell, held them high and looked at each one of them and called each one by name and said, do you see this beggar now? Are you seeing this beggar now? 30 times. Each one was particularly asked, and then he said, you remember this. Just at that time, some church bell was heard. It was exactly midnight, and imagine Bhagavan seated there in the chariot mandap with 30 candles lighted all around him, and 30 people had gathered there, and Bhagavan was giving darshan. And was asking everyone, now you see, you have this darshan, to your heart's fill. And remember this. And then he said, it's written in Tamil, he said this Leela was going on for 1 hour. Bhagavan held his hand fan and a bundle of peacock feathers and the coconut shell with 30 malas all around his neck up to the scalp. And then he declared, you impress upon your mind this darshan of this beggar. That's enough. You will get the benefit of 1,000 years of penance. And this beggar is telling you Satyam. What this beggar tells you is Satyam, is the truth. Just remember this darshan, as this beggar is now. You will get the benefit of 1,000 years of rigorous tapas in the forest. And he was saying it again and again and again. Even as he was giving darshan. So all of you, just for a second, recall or imagine this scene, Bhagavan giving darshan. In memory of that, for years now, Aruppukottai people have been coming with their lamps of flower, this ground flower, and they make lamps there with that ground flower. And then they put ghee, fill it up with ghee on the wick. And they are gathered in a certain formation, in a certain pattern in front of the ashram, Bhagavan Samadhi, Mahasamadhi. And then people, both the ladies and men, each one would light a lamp or two. And then we carry it around. We switch off the lights. Instead of those candles, 30 candles that burned, to give the benefit of 1,000 years of rigorous tapas to those who are gathered around. We carry these lamps in pradakshina, in the Pradhan Mandir, the bigger, the pradakshina, it was a sight. This would have come in the YouTube and other channels. Just imagine for a second, all lights off, only these lamps, a line of lamps burning, carrying with the chanting of Yogi Nama and Rama Nama. And finally, we put them around Bhagavan's Murti, just as you people saw yesterday. Exactly the same happened in 1980. How many years? 20 plus 20, nearly 43 years before this happened. Now it's being carried out. So yesterday also, we felt the vibrant presence of Bhagavan with such beautiful smile on his lips. And be assured that every one of us who attended here in the Pradhan Mandir and everyone who made it on the YouTube channel or Facebook would have derived the same benefit as they all did way back in 1980. Do not doubt it. In fact, when we touched the feet of Bhagavan yesterday, it was a heavy shock. Such heavy current at his feet. So, this day, very important to the whole world, is also known as Kalpataru Day among the devotees of Shri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So let us shift the scene from Bhagavan to Shri Ramakrishna Bhagavan. It was the day everybody knew in Kasipur garden, in the room on his bed, how Shri Ramakrishna was lying down, bedridden for days, sick with cancer. And he was so weak. And yet, that particular day, Kalpataru Day, there were many people in the garden, some doing japa, some sitting in some place doing meditation. And suddenly, he got up from his bed. One who was weak, so weak he could not move at all, suddenly got up in his bhava and walked down the staircase, reached the garden, and stood there in his ecstatic state. And then he called out the devotees and said, "Now you ask whatever you want, it will be given to you." What a gift. All of us wish we were there. And then, of course, according to each one, because many of them were sadhaks, even the householders with many problems were there, and they also were transported to a high level, and they also sought some spiritual benefit or the other, and it was given to them. You can read the book and know the details, because he was giving whatever people wanted, no matter whether they were qualified or not. He was ready to give. So let's recall this day 100 years before. And it is the reenactment of that in the ashram also, that evening of New Year, as we all lighted the lamps and set them around Bhagavan's murti, and the arati was being done. We have been extremely fortunate to start the year in this way. Now that's one thing, to light the lamp and keep it in the shrine before Bhagavan. But we can always light the Nama Deepa on our tongue. And the light of this Nama Deepa will remove the darkness inside and outside, so that it will be effulgence inside and outside and all around. Divine effulgence. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Bhagavan, we beg you again and again, a million times, for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to today's world of violence. So much violence, so disconcerting. It is off-putting. Only you can save this world, you or the controller, the cosmic controller. We beg you, Bhagavan, to bring in peace, unity, discipline, order, and harmony into the lives of people, so that people live a dharmic life with remembrance of God. Otherwise, they will live any way they like and create a philosophy to suit themselves, to justify whatever they are doing. There is already the two violent wars going on with their disastrous effects. We beg you, Bhagavan, to stop them immediately and bring forth harmony and peace. Please bless the whole world, all the countries of the world, so that no one will entertain enmity towards anyone or any country. And there should be no thought of war at all. We also beg you to keep under control the sudden attacks of those vicious viruses and the violent furies of nature and those devastating accidents. We beg you above all to uproot all the negativities of the human mind, those asuric thoughts of enmity and war, so that the world will be peaceful. This being a new day, the first day of the whole year, we beg you that you fill everyone's heart with love and harmony, joy and peace, so that only peace and harmony be prevalent. Whichever country people belong to, whatever religion they have embraced, the law of karma is relentless, precise and unsparing. It doesn't wait for your faith to build up, nor does it spare even the avatars. As we all know, Rama came to kill Ravana, and Krishna killed Narakasura, that we all celebrate Deepavali. Even then, both Rama and Krishna had to do atonement for their hatyas. But then, above all this is the causeless grace of God. Let's appeal to His boundless compassion and generosity and pray that His grace should reach out to all those people all over the world who have been in great anguish due to something or the other. Be blessed with His grace, help and protection. Bhagavan, we also beg you to protect all those unselfish people who are working hard for the happiness of others. From what? From unnecessary, unhealthy, unworthy criticisms and aspersion. You had said, to the extent one is unselfish, to that extent that one is spiritual. And we also beg you to promote the economy of the country and the country's growth in varied spheres of activity, right from science and technology to spirituality, so that India would reach that high status of world teacher to conduct the whole world in the path of Dharma, as only predicted by the great ones. We also seek your blessings for, especially today, the start of the year. There's a belief that what you do on the first day of the year will be repeated. So we have done it in worship of the Lord. And we seek your blessings, powerful blessings, for continuous chanting of your powerful name, and that it should be joyful, unceasing and joyful chanting of your powerful name, and unbroken remembrance of your leelas and teachings, so that we assimilate it and make it into our Atma Shakti. Bhagavan, please bless us all to be only sattvic instruments in your hands and not rakshasic, even by mistake. Please bless our everyday life so that we run it as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We also seek that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace, the state of pure awareness of yours, so that we too realize our true nature. But then it's a long way to go. Our minds are right now filled with the residual latent tendencies of our past karmas and worldly desires. So what is the upshot? Sudden attacks of vicious fear, attacks of poison like anger, and fiery words of abuse, jealousy, and vengeance, passion, and sorrow over everything or anything. Comparing ourselves with other people, we forget all the blessings we have been receiving up till now. The very existence is a blessing. That we are able to see is a blessing, we are able to hear is a blessing. We are able to move the legs, what a blessing it is. Just imagine if we cannot move, what freedom it is. And yet we compare ourselves with other people and catch hold of something that we think we lack in, and then blow it out of all proportion, and finally land ourselves in depression and medicine. But you have declared time and again that the name of the divine is a very powerful weapon against all these impurities coming out of our past karmas. It's capable of destroying our sins, preventing our further sins, and it will also destroy the vasanas of the mind. We take refuge in your powerful name and seek your blessings for early purification on this auspicious day. And wherever we live, whatever work falls into our hand as our duty, we know it's all your work, for you alone exist. And Bhagavan, please bless us to do it as your seva, and that joyfully, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that every one of our action, seva action, will invite Atma Shakti. Please bless us to practice acceptance, which would finally become total surrender. Whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or grief, coming from you for your divine will, based on our karmic account, will give us either joy or sorrow. We should learn to look upon every adversity as a definite blessing from you, because it's coming from you by your will, and it's meant for our spiritual transformation, for our greater good, for our closer kinship with you. So when we begin to look upon every adversity, every suffering as a blessing in hand, we will see very soon how it reveals itself to be a blessing. And every adversity will end up in higher wisdom. Otherwise, when you take it as punishment and suffer agony, anguish, then what happens? You collapse, you resent God and His grace, and then you begin to blame bitterly all the others for your own failures, little realizing that you have invited this punishment by your past karmas. The tears that you gave to someone, we should also go through, will not go unpunished. But then God, being very generous, puts a blessing also in that. So it's up to you to look upon as suffering as either as punishment or a blessing in hand. Bhagavan, we beg you to bless us all to be grateful to you, ever grateful to you, despite the challenges of life. And we seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos on this particular day, particularly today, so that they all be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we seek redemption, liberation from the vicious cycle of continued births and deaths, the root cause of which is ahambhav, our identification with the body, the utter selfishness of the ego I, the I and mind that rule all our lives. We beg you, Bhagavan, to uproot this ahambhav and promote atma bhava, so that we all be blessed with that immortal life, eternal living in the eternal you, in merger with you, or eternal servitude to you, in surrender to you, that eternal supreme Brahman, the one supreme divinity. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.